What's up, traders? Matt from the Trade Brigade here doing a technical analysis on ticker symbol NIO for NIO Inc. On the left-hand side, we have the daily time frame, and on the right-hand side, the 30-minute intraday time frame. First things first, let's start by giving ourselves a daily roadmap. So we'll come in and map out obvious areas of support and resistance. You can see we were in this sort of neutral channel, just sort of balancing, right? To the upside, we had this sort of fake breakout highs around 41. After that, there's some major resistance overhead towards 47. Not saying we get up there, but just nice to know. And then what do we have underneath us, right? What else is here? If I scrunch up the chart, you can clearly see we also had a sort of area of support, area of interest down here, close to 34 the whole dollar. But what I think is interesting about this is the fact that whenever we have a balance like this, right, we have balance rules, and typically when you break down or out to the upside, right, you're looking for a range double. So a range double would have taken us just about right to that 34 whole number, and we fell short of that today, and we're kind of right in the middle of this range as we're currently trading, right? In the post market, we're 35.07 by 35.10, so just off of the close here. So again, I really don't think that there's much opportunity to be had here if we're opening or trading around inside of today's range. I really think that the opportunity will arise when we either backtest this area here, which is of course the breakdown point, right? So if we get a backtest here, look for potential shorts, look for signs of weakness. You would watch out for inverted hammers, indecision dojis, basically anything that would make you question, right? Is this little pop over? Can we flip short underneath the lows and retarget that 34 area, the bottom side of the new doubled range? Obviously, the stop would go over whatever type of reversal candle prints right around that 36.67 bottom end of the prior range. That would be the first thing I would think about here inside of NIO, especially noting that the most recent trend is most certainly down, right? We would favor some more downside here. What else am I seeing? What else can we look at from the intraday perspective here? What I think is interesting, let's go ahead and throw on the fibs here. I'm going to take a stab and say that the interesting level would be the 50% mark of today's range, and pretty close, right? What I was really looking at were these two candle lows in here, so we'll throw that on with a regular price level, and just note that structure is more important than fibs, but when they're so close, it's basically the same thing, right? Today's 50% mark here, you really don't have an edge, noting that we had a breakdown point. It should act as resistance technically, but if we get back above, technically there's a gap above to fill, right? There's all of these different nuances to pay attention to here inside of NIO, so I would be patient if we open again in this middle portion of today's range. Wait for the trade to come to you if we either reverse off of this on the back test, or if we come back down into that 34 and continually print lower wicks, hammer candles, you name it, then potentially look for the reversal higher, right? What that might look like would be a hammer down here, an indecision doji candle down here, basically something making you question, is this over? Can we flip long over the highs and then retarget the back test of this, right? Those are the two scenarios to watch out for. It's likely that the 50% driver here, this 35.50, will be your directional sort of guide, right? If we open up above here, then look for the short against this. If we open down below here, look for the long off of 34 on any sort of continuation lower, breakdown underneath today's low of day. So that's how I would think about navigating NIO here into the remainder of the week. Please be patient as we trade around the midpoint of today's range and let the setup come to you. If you enjoyed the video or learned anything new, let me know down below in the comments section or by giving the video a thumbs up. Don't forget our main channel is linked in the description, and all of that being said, I wish you a green trading week.